قصة والي سجستان طلحة الطلحات. The story of the governor of Sijistan, Talha of the Talhas. So أهل القرون الثلاثة كان يواسي بعضهم بعضا بما رزقهم الله تعالى إلى حد كبير. يعرف ذلك من قرأ التواريخ. يوجد رجل كان في القرن الثاني الهجري واليا على سجستان، بلد من بلاد العجم اسمها سجستان، يسمى طلحة الطلحات. So the people of the 3 centuries, they were generous to each other, they were charitable to each other. I'm not really sure though. Because or by what Allah has provided them in a very big way. And that's known to anyone who read the history. There was a man in the 2nd Hijri century, a governor over Sijistan. Sijistan is a non-Arab town. And this man, he's called Talha of the Talhas, Talhatul Talahat. هذا الوالي كان كريما ذا مروءة. This governor was generous and one of virtue. حكي أنه زوج 100 عربية في تلك البلاد ب100 عربي مع تحمل الكلف عنهم. It was said that he got 100 Arab women. 100 Arab women married to 100 Arab men in those towns, while taking care of the expenses. مثل هذا اليوم أين الذي يفعل مثل هذا الفعل? And in the likes of today, where is there someone who does like that? Very rarely. It was also said about one person that he was thought to be a miser. He was thought to be a miser until he passed away. And then when he passed away, it was discovered that he was supporting several families. So it wasn't that he was a miser, it's that he was managing his money because of what he was taking care of. Subhanallah. كسر النفس وترك المحرمات وقصة دينار العيار. يحكى أن رجلا كان يعرف بدينار العيار. So breaking the self, conquering the self, and leaving out what is forbidden, the forbidden matters. And the story of Dinar al-Iyar. So not Malik ibn Dinar. It's Dinar al-Iyar. حكي أن رجلا كان يعرف بدينار العيار. It was said that there was a man known as Dinar al-Iyar. No, that's a dirham. Dinar is a golden coin. وَكَانَ لَهُ وَالِدَةٌ صَالِحَةٌ. This man, he had a pious mother. تَعِظُهُ وَهُوَ لَا يَتَّعِظُ. She used to lecture him, but he would not listen. فَمَرَّ فِي بَعْضِ الْأَيَّامِ بِمَقْبَرَةٍ. And one day he passed by a cemetery. فأخذ منها عظما تفتت في يده. While there, he took a bone in his hand. He picked up a bone. He found a bone and picked it up. And that bone disintegrated in his hand. ففكر في نفسه. So this triggered something in him. And he started to think about himself. He started to think about his own case. وَقَالَ وَيْحَكْ يَا دِينَارِ. He said, woe is you, Dinar. كأني بك وقد صار عظمك هكذا. As if I am in your presence and this is what happened to your bones. He's talking to himself. رفاتا والجسم ترابا. Just crumbs and your body became soil. فندم على تفريطه. And then he regretted his negligence. So, subhanAllah, look how something like that. I mean, you might not know what's going to be something that teaches you a lesson. But you're going to learn the hard way or the easy way. Learn the easy way. Don't learn the hard way. فَنَدِمَ عَلَى تَفْرِيطٍ. Then he regretted his negligence. وَعَزَمَ عَلَى التَّوْبَةِ. And he decided that he's going to repent. Azama means to decide. Yeah, and it's like saying he intended to do it before he did it. That's the azm. We learned about that. That's what Ash-Shafi'i says is not valid for a worship. The decision to do something ahead of time. So does the statement mean he didn't repent at that moment? Yani, the meaning is he wanted to repent. He wants to change his life. وَرَفَعَ رَأْسَهُ إِلَى السَّمَاءِ. And he lifted his head to the sky. لِأَنَّهَا قِبْلَةُ الدُّعَاء. Because the sky is the qibla of supplication. Not because for another reason. رَفَعَ رَأْسَهُ. He raised his head. وَقَالَ إِلَهِي وَسَيِّدِي. And he said, my God and my master, أَلْقَيْتُ إِلَيْكَ مَقَالِيدَ أَمْرِي. I have thrown to you the keys of my affair. Yani, I submit myself. I relinquish myself. فَقُبَلْنِي وَارْحَمْنِي. So accept me, my Lord, and have mercy on me. Yani, he repented. He's a different man right here. ثُمَّ أَقْبَلَ نَحْوَ أُمِّهِ. Then he went to his mother. مُتَغَيِّرَ اللَّوْنِ. With a changed complexion. مُنْكَسِرَ الْقَلْبِ. And a broken heart. مُنْكَسِرَ الْقَلْبِ. What that means exactly, a broken heart, might not mean like how it sounds when I translate it into English. As if it means changed heart. Yeah. The heart of a different man. فَقَالَ يَا أُمَّاهِ. And he said, oh, mother of mine, مَا يُصْنَعُ بِالْعَبْدِ الْآبِقِ. What is done to a runaway slave? إِذَا أَخَذَهُ سَيِّدُهُ. What is done to a runaway slave when his master catches him? قالت يخشن ملبسه ومطعمه. He is given rough clothing and food, rough food. ويغل يديه وقدميه. And he's shackled hand and foot. فقال أريد جبة من صوف. He said, therefore, I want a cloak made of wool. And it's not soft to the skin, not silk hair, wool. Then also processed wool, as if it's not processed. وَافْعَلِي بِي كَمَا يُفْعَلُ بِالْعَبْدِ الْآبِقِ. And do to me, O mother, what is done to a runaway slave. فَفَعَلَتْ بِهِ مَا أَرَادَ. So she did to him what he wanted. فَكَانَ إِذَا جُنَّ عَلَيْهِ اللَّيْلِ أَخَذَ فِي الْبُكَاءِ الشَّدِيدِ. And so his case was that when the night fell upon him, he would take to crying severely. Yani crying like the pious people cry. وَيَقُولُ لِنَفْسِهِ وَيْحَكْ يَا دِينَا. And he was saying to himself, woe is you, Dina. أَلَكَ قُوَّةٌ عَلَى النَّارِ. Are you able to withstand the fire? كيف تعرضت لغضب الجبار. How have you subjected yourself to the punishment of God? But he was rhyming here, if you didn't notice. Because he said, وَيْحَكَ يَا دِينَارِ أَلَكَ قُوَّةٌ عَلَى النَّارِ كَيْفَ تَعَرَّضْتَ لِغَضَبِ الْجَبَّارِ. And then I translated Al-Jabbar as God. It's one of the 99 names of Allah. وَلَا يَزَالُ كَذَلِكَ إِلَى الصَّبَاحِ. And then he would not stop being like that until the morning. فَقَالَتْ أُمُّهُ. So his mother said, يَا بُنَيَّ ارْفِقْ بِنَفْسِكَ. Oh, my beloved son, take it easy on yourself. قَالَ دَعِينِي أَتَعَبُ قَلِيلًا. He said to his mother, leave me to tire myself out a little bit. As if he's saying, I've had mercy on myself long enough. Meaning, though, I've been taking it easy long enough, not had mercy on myself. It's like he's saying, I've been taking it easy long enough. Let me exhaust myself a little. لَعَلِّي أَسْتَرِيحُ طَوِيلًا. If I exhaust myself a little now, perhaps I will find long peace. Ya ummah, O mother of mine, inna li ghadan mawqifan tawila. Indeed, I have tomorrow a long appointment. What's tomorrow? It's Judgment Day. Bayna yadayya rabbin jalil. I am to be judged by a great Lord. Wala adri ayu'maru bi ila dhillin dhalil aw ila sharri maqil. And I do not know. Shall I be taken away to luxurious shade, or shall I be taken away to sharri maqil? I'm not sure how to translate sharri maqil, but something bad. Qalat ya bunay. She said, oh my beloved son, khudh li nafsika raha. Take it easy on yourself. قال لست للراحة أطلب. He said, a break is not what I am seeking. كأنك يا أماه غدا بالخلائق يساقون إلى الجنة. وَأَنَا أُسَاقُ إِلَى النَّارِ. It's as if, O mother of mine, that you will be tomorrow amongst the many creations driven towards the garden, while I am driven towards the fire, مَعَ أَهْلِهَا, with its people. فَتَرَكَتْ. So she left him. Yani he won't stop. So she left. That's what you need to do. Sometimes somebody won't stop doing something. You got to leave them alone. And sometimes you can't make somebody do something or not do something. So you got to leave them alone. Subhanallah wa bihamdih. وَمَا هُوَ عَلَيْهِ فَتَرَكَتْهُ وَمَا هُوَ عَلَيْهِ. So she left him as he was, being the way he was being. فَأَخَذَ فِي الْبُكَاءِ. So he started crying. وَالْعِبَادَةِ. And worshiping. وَقِرَاءَةِ الْقُرْآنِ. And reciting the Quran. فَقَرَأَ بَعْضَ اللَّيَالِي. And one night he recited this ayah in Surah Al-Hijr. فَوَرَبِّكَ لَنَسْأَلَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ عَمَّا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. He said, by your Lord, yani the meaning of the ayah is, by your Lord, O Muhammad, we shall certainly question all of them about what they were doing. Yani Allah swears by himself. Yani Allah swears by Muhammad's God. Allah swears by the God of Muhammad, so he swears by himself, that he shall indeed certainly question them all about what they used to do. فَفَكَّرَ فِي هَذِهِ الْآيَةِ الْعَظِيمَةِ. And so he thought about this great ayah. Because that's what the ayahs, they have sometimes something. If you ponder on them, you will find something in them. You will find them touching and deep and compelling. Not just merely simple so that doesn't stay on your mind. Rather, you will find in the ayahs of the Quran and some ayahs on a personal level, if you understand the tafsir, or even to some degree, you would find something in the ayah that makes you stop on it in yourself and pause on it and ponder on it and come back to it again and again. For Dinar al-Iyad, it was this ayah. فَوَرَبِّكَ لَنَسْأَلَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ عَمَّا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. The one that I just already explained to you. وَجَعَلَ يَبْكِي حَتَّى غُشِيَ عَلَيْهِ. And he started crying until he fainted. That's how the pious people are. Subhanallah. This is a world that so many of us are unaware of. And we only heard about them, if we heard about them. So many people have no idea about this. They don't know what piety is. They have no idea about it. They don't know anyone who's pious. And they don't know anyone who's interested in being pious. Subhanallah. As a kafir, and for some time speaking about myself, and I know about others, as a kafir, you'd be interested in not being good, actually in being bad. There's some people, they're interested in being a menace. Like, they like for their neighborhood to be a rough one. They want that. They want it to be that they are from tough neighborhood. For something in themselves, for some ego or something that drives them here. So it's not the piety that they are interested in, something else. But others, like people who follow Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they are interested in piety. The Prophet showed us this world, this way of life. And some of them, they are pious, not merely interested in it, but they are. And they cry for the sake of Allah. They get goosebumps from the fear of God. The fear of God make their hair stand on edge. I saw that in one of the shaykh. He can do it. He can do it at will. Say, look, he showed me. He would pull his arm out. He said, just when I fear Allah, then all his hairs will stand up on his arm. This one, he cried until he fainted. And others, they cried until they fainted. There's one pious person who used to cry. He used to cry all the time. And a woman reported that once she was somewhere, he didn't see her. This was outside too, out in the open. She was somewhere, he didn't see her. He didn't know that she was around him. And she witnessed him praying and crying. She said, I could hear the drops of his tears hitting the ground as he prayed. This same one, he was in a funeral and then he would just faint because he thinks about the fear of God. He remembers afterlife and death. He would just faint. Then he will wake up and then realize he's in a funeral and then he will faint. I like that. Subhanallah. وَجَعَلَ يَبْكِي حَتَّى غُشِيَ عَلَيْهِ. He started crying until he fainted. فَجَاءَتْ أُمُّهُ إِلَيْهِ. Then his mother came to him. فَنَادَتْهُ. And she called him. فَلَمْ يُجِبْهَا. And he did not answer her. فَقَالَتْ لَهُ يَا حَبِيبِي وَقُرَّةَ عَيْنِي أَيْنَ الْمُلْتَقَى. And she said, oh, Habibi, my beloved. Oh, delight of my eye. Ain al-multaqa. I'm not sure how to translate that question. فَقَالَ بِصَوْتٍ ضَعِيفٍ. So he said with a weak voice, Ya Allah, إن لم تجديني في مواقف يوم القيامة فاسألني مالكا خازن النار. O mother of mine, if you don't find me on resurrection day, then ask Malik, the keeper of hell. عني, ask him about me. ثم شهق شهقة فمات. Then he gasped and he died. Then he gasped and he died. Rahimahullah ta'ala. May Allah have mercy on him. Subhanallah. This is not the only story like this too. People died like this from the fear of Allah. Subhanallah. فَغَسَّلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ. So his mother gave him a ghusl. That's fine. She's his mom. That's valid. Usually the men prepare the men for burial and the women prepare the women. But the mother, she can prepare the son for burial. The wife, she can prepare the husband for burial and the likes of that. The husband, he can prepare his wife for burial. وَجَهَّزَتْهُ. And she prepared him. So she fulfilled the communal obligation of preparing the dead Muslim. If one person does it, it's dropped from everyone else who knows about it. But nobody else knew about it, apparently. Then if no one knows about the death of a Muslim but you, then as long as you don't tell anyone, then preparing that Muslim for burial is a personal obligation on you. وَخَرَجَتْ تُنَادِي. Then she went out and called out, أَيُّهَا النَّاسِ. Oh people, هلموا إلى الصلاة على قتيل النار. Come and pray for the one who was killed by the fire. She means the one who was killed by the fear of the fire. فَجَاءَ النَّاسُ مِنْ كُلِّ جَانِبٍ. So then the people came from everywhere. فَلَمْ يُرَ أَكْثَرَ جَمْعًا وَلَا أَغْزَرَ دَمْعًا مِنْ ذَلِكَ الْيَوْمِ. And a bigger crowd and more crying were not seen than that day. فَلَمَّا دَفَنُوهُ نَامَ بَعْضُ أَصْدِقَائِهِ. And then when they buried him, some of his friends slept تلك الليلة, that night. And that could mean one. بعض أصدقائه, some of his friends could mean one of his friends. فرآه, it says right there, and he saw him in the dream. يمشي في الجنة, he saw him walking in the garden. وهو يقرأ الآية, he was walking in the garden reciting this ayah in the person's dream. فَوَرَبِّكَ لَنَسْأَلَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ عَمَّا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. By your Lord, Muhammad, we shall indeed certainly ask them all, question them, interrogate them all about what they used to do. وَيَقُولُ, and he was saying in the dream, وَعِزَّتِهِ وَجَلَالِهِ سَأَلَنِي وَرَحِمَنِي وَغَفَرَ لِي وَتَجَاوَزَ عَنِّي. He said, by God's glory and his greatness, he questioned me, and he had mercy on me, and he forgave me, and he pardoned me. أَلَا أَخْبِرُوا عَنِّي أُمِّي. Tell my mother about me. Subhanallah. There's some other stories like this, like it was said about, maybe I mentioned for you, this one who's called Abdul Wahid from the Salaf. He was a wa'il, the preacher. It's like Sheikh Jamil, for example. Yani, like someone who stand up amongst the Muslims and preach to them and lecture them and remind them with power so that it's effective and touches their hearts. Yani, I've seen sessions, maybe you have too. Sheikh Jamil have everyone crying, everyone is crying. Once he gave speech, rahimahullah, everyone was crying. All I could see in the masjid was, because everyone's sitting on the floor, all I could see was the shoulders and the backs. All the men's, their shoulders and their backs are just like going up and down, because they're crying. Their shoulders and backs, like all the people. Subhanallah. There's one, his name is Abdul Wahid. It was reported that he was lecturing, delivering the wa'z. So one person was in the audience, he's saying, Abdul Wahid, stop! I can't take it! And Abdul Wahid wouldn't stop. And he was saying, Abdul Wahid, I can't take it! And Abdul Wahid wouldn't stop. And this person, then he just started gargling. And he died right there. I don't know if that man was Pious one, the one who died there, but Yani Abdul Wahid here, he's the one who set that off. Also, was said that there's a story that a person came to another person in one of the Iraqi towns, during the Salaf time. He said, show me your pious people here in the town. show me the God-fearing ones. So he said, come on, I'll take you. So it's like he's a person who just knows everything that's in town and how to get around and stuff. And so he said, come on, I'll take you. So he went to different pious ones, different people. He went to one. So he asked for permission to go in. And his wife, the wife of the man in there, the wife of the man they wanted to visit, she said to him, do not mention Judgment Day or paradise or hell. Don't mention it. You're going to kill him. Like she's saying, if you're going to come, don't come. And then, and like she knows how he is. So she doesn't want him to get like that. So they went. Then they came in. And then, so they're visiting a pious person. So he said to the man that they visited, there shall be a reckoning tomorrow. So then that one said, Wayhak bayna yaday man. It's like he becomes alert and now he's like concerned. Said, woe is you! Who is the one who will be doing this reckoning? And then he got stuck like that. He was stuck like that. He started going like, for a long time. For a long time until his breath ran out. He was like, and then he was just stuck like that. And then his wife said, leave the sheikh now. He will be no good for you now for the rest of the day. So they left. And they went to other pious people. They found them like that. They'll go to some person, they talk to him, and then he'll just like have a seizure and his nose will bleed. This is from the fear of God. And there was another story about Abdul Wahid that he was taken to a pious person. Maybe I told you this story before. So the one who took him introduced him to the pious person. He introduced Abdul Wahid and the pious person, who's the one who lives at the house. So that person who lives there, he said, you are Abdul Wahid? I heard about you. Give me some of your medicine cream. My ulcers are festering. Give me some of your medicine cream. What is his ulcers? He's saying that he is sick and sinful. That's how he sees himself. He's saying he is sinful, rotten, sinful one. Yeah, that's his own perception of himself. And what's his case actually? In his house, he dug his own grave. His own grave is in his house. And next to his grave, he has his shrouds ready, some sheets that are ready for him to be shrouded in. And on his wall, he has his will written. This one saying to Abdul Wahid, my ulcers are festering. Give me some of your medicine cream. So Abdul Wahid said to him, as for if you have feared your Lord so much that it drove you to dig your own grave and to prepare your shrouds and to write your will upon the wall, know that Allah has slaves who fear him so much that distracts them from doing all of this. So when that man heard that, he had a seizure. He fell down into his grave and he shook and he urinated on himself. So the one who telling the story, the one who brought Abdul Wahid to that house, he said, when I saw his urine, when I saw that he urinated on himself there and he fell down into his grave shaking and then he urinated on himself, he said, I knew his mind was gone. He said, we had to go outside and get somebody to help us pull him out of the grave. So they did that. And then they just left him there. There wasn't anything they could do. They just left him there and they left. SubhanAllah. They didn't take him to the hospital or anything. They just left him there. So Abdul Wahid, then he came back one day to visit him. So Abdul Wahid, he visited this one and he opened the door. This one had a bandage on his head as if he had a wound. Yani, maybe he had another one of his episodes and then he hurt himself. So when he saw Abdul Wahid, he was so happy. He said, "Do it again." So Abdul Wahid said some things to him, started talking to him about paradise and the afterlife, and that man died. Let's stop there. You have any question? Yeah. Powerful stuff that we don't hear enough. SubhanAllah. But you don't know. Maybe that's going to be what somebody needed. Maybe someone out there is just what he needed to set him right. SubhanAllah. Sometimes you need something to set you right. May Allah set us right. Allahumma ameen. Without harm, though. Ameen. Because sometimes you learn the hard way, and sometimes you learn the easy way. Learn the easy way. How you learn the easy way? You learn the easy way. One way you learn the easy way is by learning from others' mistakes, not by falling into the mistakes yourself. Learn from others' mistakes. Take heed. I ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala to make us amongst the pious ones. I ask Allah to take the love of this dunya from our hearts before we die, and to give us a time in this dunya without the love of the dunya. Give us a time, I ask Allah to give us a time in this dunya where we have the hearts of the awliya. Allahumma ameen. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.